Okay, so let me start off with the first item that I'm going to put inside the time capsule. In order to tell you the significance of this, we have to go back 10 years. Because in 2010, that was the year that I joined KR as a resident fellow. And almost immediately, one of the first tasks that I was asked to do was to bring a group of Cambridgians to Thailand. Now, we all know that the Youth Expedition Project, or YEP, is a very special comm in KR because lots of people want to go, and lots of people get very emotional about going to YEP because it's really a life-changing experience, as a lot of them will say. Now, this was certainly a life-changing experience for me because 10 years ago, when I went there, right, I knew practically no one. I just came back from my in-camp training. I came back to Hall and I moved into my flat, and a couple of weeks or a couple of months later, I remember I was off with a group of people. Now, this is the group of people that I went and spent 2 weeks of my life living in pretty hard conditions at that time. It was a wonderful experience and a great way for me to be initiated into KR and really to understand how people live together, work together, laugh together, and play together. So at the end of the trip, right, we were all very sad, but we have all these things to bring back, and I've kept these in my possession and I've kept them dearly for 10 years. So here I am, putting them inside the time capsule, and hopefully I will get them back in 10 years' time, and I will certainly be very upset if I don't. So whoever that sees this in 10 years' time and preparing KR 50, please remember, this is mine. Thank you. This is the second item that I'm putting inside the time capsule. While the previous one I put in was 10 years ago, this one was just last year. So we fast forward 10 years, after being in Hall for 10 years and being an RF for 6 and then a Master for 4. This actually is the entire collection of 78 final year friends cards that the commanding batch of KR 1819 did as part of their command last year. So amongst all the FYFs that commanded last year, there were 2 JCRC presidents whom I know and worked with very, very closely. Many blockheads whom I've also worked and, crossed swords with many times. I even have my FYP student inside here who commanded last year. So this group of people are people whom I really, really know very well. One of them I play table tennis with on a frequent basis as well. So to put this 78 cards into the time capsule is a big sacrifice for me because they represent a lot of the memories that I have with all these people. So here I am putting them inside, and the same goes for what I put in earlier. I would expect to get this back in perfect mint condition in 10 years' time. Okay, so KR 50, whoever you are, remember this. Okay, I'm done.